Hello, I'm Tony DeMaria, the editor of JACC, here with the highlight from the April 23rd issue of the journal. And in fact, this particular article deals with the use of transapical valve-in-valve implantation of a transcatheter valve for mitral valve bioprosthetic failure. Now, we know for many years that people have been using valve-in-valve transcatheter implantation for failure of aortic bioprosthetic devices, but there's really only been scattered reports in the use of this technique for mitral valve bioprostheses. But a group of investigators from Canada have put together an experience of 23 consecutive cases in which transapical transcatheter implantation of a valve in a pre-existing bioprosthetic mitral valve was applied. Now, as you might imagine, these patients were quite old. They were average age 81, and all were declared inoperable due to a very high operative risk. Now, in each of these patients, the transapical approach was utilized with a very small thoracotomy, and this was particularly advantageous in aligning the catheter with the orientation of the mitral valve orifice. Now, in each of these cases, there was successful implantation of the valve, although there was a stroke in one case, and 6 individuals had rather significant bleeding. Now, the patients were distributed about a third each with mitral stenosis, mitral regurgitation, or a combined lesion, and all patients benefited quite well. In fact, all patients survived for at least 30 days, and the results were fairly dramatic. The mean transmitral gradient in the stenotic valves was reduced from 11 to 5 millimeters of mercury, and 48% of the patients who had mitral regurgitation had that mitral regurgitation totally eliminated. The remainder had only mild mitral regurgitation. Overall, there was a 90% survival at more than 750 days after the procedure. So this is very encouraging information for those patients who have mitral bioprosthetic valves that fail. This is a very excellent alternative if they're really not surgical candidates.